Apes together, strong! What's up, everybody? Today I'm here to discuss Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, or I'm going to call it Dawn of the Apes because the title's too long. It's a sequel to the 2011 reboot, Rise of the Apes. It's been 10 years since the virus was unleashed upon the world. Humankind is basically on the edge of extinction. Caesar and his apes are now living peacefully in the redwood forest outside of San Francisco until a group of humans stumble into their tribe and an uneasy alliance occurs between Caesar and the human Malcolm, played by Jason Clarke, who you might know from Zero Dark 30, where the humans want to restore power to the city of San Francisco in order to connect with the outside world by turning on a dam, which will give them electrical power. I'm not a huge Planet of the Apes fan. I remember seeing parts of the original film when I was younger. I did see the Tim Burton Planet of the Apes. Yeah, that gem right there. Rise of the Planet of the Apes is really good, and the trailers for this one got me a little bit intrigued, I'll admit. And oh boy, I was really impressed with Dawn of the Apes. I think this is one of the best sequels we've ever had. Empire Strikes Back, Dark Knight, Spider-Man 2, the Sam Raimi one, not the Mark Webb one, Terminator 2, the list is endless. First of all, we gotta talk about Andy Serkis. He still continues to knock it out of the park as Caesar. I mean, I see people all over YouTube basically asking for this guy to get an Oscar nomination. I can't disagree with that. Or at least consider it, please. And the computer effects and the motion capture work on these apes is astounding. It actually looks real. I mean, the fur, the sweat, everything. Many times I watched it, I'm like, that's an actual ape. I mean, I knew it was motion capture work, but that was so convincing. And the other actors who play the other apes, like Maurice, Caesar's son, and Koba, more on that guy later, do an excellent job playing these apes. Like their facial expressions, the sign language, everything. It's incredible. And Koba, who is an advisor to Caesar, let's just say this guy's trouble. If you've seen the trailers, you know that this guy's going to cause problems. So I'll let the movie tell you. And as for the human side, I have to say, I thought the human side worked a little bit better than the last movie. That was one of my problems with Rise of the Apes. I wasn't as interested in the humans as I was with Caesar and the other apes. Even though James Franco and John Lithgow did good, this one, Jason Clarke as Malcolm, he is really good in this movie. I mean, he feels really natural. You definitely buy that he's genuinely a good guy who doesn't want to cause any harm to the apes. And his family, Kerry Russell, I don't know who plays his son, but they are really good in their roles. And Jason Clarke, that guy's going places. And also the movie kind of turns you on your head a little bit because certain things don't play out the way you expect them to play out if you've seen the trailers, such as the way humans look at the apes and apes look at the humans and so on, and how things come to play out the way they do that will lead up to the future movies. Thank you, movie, for not ruining yourselves in the trailers, unlike certain movies that have come out in recent months. And the look of the movie, the post-apocalyptic feel you get from it, especially when you're in San Francisco, there were so many shots where it actually reminded me of The Last of Us in a few parts, where the city's decaying and all the nature's growing around it. Matt Reeves, who's the director, does an excellent job of directing the action, and there's so much emotion in this movie that I almost cried. That doesn't happen too often with me. At the end of the day, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes is definitely worth your time. It's one of the best sequels ever made. I think it's one of the best movies of the summer, hands down. Please go check it out. And if you're a fan of the Planet of the Apes, you're not going to want to miss this, trust me. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think of Dawn of the Apes down below, and I'll see you next time.